Welcome back to another video, you lovely souls. Hey, welcome to each and every one of you who are newly subscribed to my channel. Thank you for joining the Pure Clarity Mindset family, because on this channel, we getting our mind right. And to all my existing subscribers, I am so grateful to have you here. Thank you all who've been rocking with me since day one. And thank you each and every one of you who are here. I am so grateful for you all. Thank you. Check this out, you guys. Always know and believe that great things are headed your way. All you got to do is believe and give thanks to the universe right now, baby. It's already done. Open up and get ready to receive it. You heard? Check this out. I was given a message to speak about your mind. Of course, I'm a mindset coach and I love this topic, but I don't want to go in too deep. I just want to keep it simple today. And what I want to talk about is how you are not your mind. You are not who you think you are. Man is not who he thinks. I've noticed that many people are not aware of their thoughts versus who they are. And a lot of people are responding to their thoughts. You are not your mind. The first thing that's created when you were in your mom's womb was your heart. Everything that you are looking for is in your heart. It is not in your mind. You see, we've been conditioned to be a mind-dominant society, where all we are doing is staying in our head and not really connecting in with our bodies. A lot of what's here in this matrix is a lot of conditioning, a lot of programming. Let's start with school, for instance. When we went to school, we shouldn't have been the ones sitting in the class, if you was like me, daydreaming, thinking about all types of things besides being in that schoolyard. You feel me? Already look how your mind wanders off. Your mind does what it wants. Your mind has a mind of its own. It wanders off easily. But my point is, when you was in school, you should have been the one teaching. I should have been the one up there teaching. All of us, we shouldn't have been no students. The teachers should have been sitting in the desk, and we should have been the ones teaching, so that we could become independent thinkers and learn to think for ourselves. But no, we were conditioned and programmed, and everything that we be doing is doing what somebody else got us doing, and we don't even be aware of it because we don't know that we are not our thoughts. Thoughts turn to things. So somebody is creating our reality for us through our thoughts. And we have been conditioned to believe, to go with the program. And many people on this planet are drifting, just going through life, not feeling alive, because they are just following their thoughts. They're not thinking for themselves at all. And a lot of things, as you can see, and as you have experienced, create us to be lazy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes us lazy. Like, everything is done for us, and we don't think for ourselves. We gotta think for ourselves. If you want to co-create your own reality, you gotta think for yourself. You see, the most powerful thing, the most life-changing thing is when you become aware. You really have a spiritual awakening when you really become aware that you are not your thoughts. That's when the game changes. You heard? That's when the war begins as well, because now you become aware of the battle for your own mind. You will then, as many of you watching this video today, you will then go against everything you have been conditioned to believe your whole entire life, baby. This is what's happening in the world today. And those who are still listening to their thoughts and identifying with their thoughts and believing that that's who they are drifting through life, becoming far away from themselves, being controlled by their thoughts, thinking that that is who they are. And when you got like a destructive mindset, like when you got a destructive mind, bruh, it's tough. You start to be doing destructive things out there. And that's what you see going on in the planet today. Our mind changes through mental development, physical and mental development. So when you was 8 years old, you don't have the same thoughts as you do right now as an adult. When you was 8, you wasn't worried about paying no bills. You didn't have no worry of that sort of nature. You feel me? So it's always different thoughts that start to occur inside of your mind. We don't know when it's going to pop in our head. We don't know what may pop in our head as the thought. But once you start to view them, not give them attention, but like the best time to view them is in meditation or sitting still. Just sit there and observe, not absorb, not identify, not attach to them at all. No beliefs, none of that. See, the problem is we tend to believe that we are our thoughts. Your mind wants you sad, broken, poor, limited, slave, control. You understand? That's not who you are. Who you are is in your heart and soul. It is not in your mind. You feel me, my friends? And we have been conditioned to believe that we are our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. Our mind wanders, and our mind has a mind of its own, and it does its own thing. And we have to learn, like, don't fight it. Observe it. One powerful thing to help you become aware of like who you are versus your mind is to start to observe those thoughts. Be the watcher. Observe them and write them down so you can become aware of those and know that that's your thoughts. This is not you. And you can also certain persistent, deep-rooted thoughts that are in the subconscious mind. You can then write different things to flip what it is. So if you get in this, for example, like I'm not enough, because we've all felt this way. If you get in the thought, oh, I'm not enough, then make sure you're saying, I am enough. Just to give you an example of things that you can really flip that's coming on in your mind. If you notice certain thoughts coming across, especially when you're doing something unfamiliar. If you are in your comfort zone where they want to keep you in a box, you will not know who you are. You will not know the difference between your thoughts and yourself. Okay. So yes, sitting in meditation, observing these thoughts would highly help you become aware of what they are, what they look like. That's what I did. And I'll write them down. And when they would pop in my head at certain times, I started to not identify with them. Another thing that helps not identify with them is like, once you start to become aware, awareness is powerful. Once you start to become aware of those thoughts as well, for instance, you'll notice they're very judgy. As you can see, people in the world today could be very judgmental sometimes because they think they are their minds and they're not. So you'll notice, like, say for instance, like you be out at a store and you doing the work and you becoming aware of your thoughts, and you all of a sudden notice your mind be like, oh, I don't know why she look like that today, woo, 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 going off the deep end. You feel me, saying some negative stuff, and you like, why is that there? I did not say that. Like, that's not how I feel about her. I don't even know that lady. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, or you can say, or you could be in a line at a store and it's a long line ahead of you, and your mind's like, ooh, oh my God, I wish they hurry up. Like, they're saying aggravated things to you that can cause you to be overwhelmed. That can cause you to be impatient. And if you're not aware of this, you're going to react to it. And you're going to believe that that's you. That is not you. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts are something that suddenly appears inside of your mind. We produce hundreds and thousands of thoughts a day. We don't act on all those thoughts. And a lot of them we don't even know about. The ones that we become aware of, the ones that cause us to feel and have energy and emotions. Those are the ones that we start to feel. What I started to do is I first did what I told you. I observed them, wrote them down, and became aware of the ones that seem to sing the same song and come back around often. I focused on those, and I just started changing words to words that were who I wanted to be. That's why I say you are the co-creator of your own reality. You create your own reality. You got to think for yourself. If you're not thinking for yourself, you live in someone else's life. And a thought is something that somebody put in your mind to make you believe that that's you, and that's not you. And you're going to be living a life that does not serve you, not make you happy, a life that you do not desire, doing things you never thought you would do, and so much more. And this is why you see what's going on the planet today. And this is what makes it hard for people to understand who they are, because your thoughts sound like you. It has your voice. It sounds like you. It's only in your head. Only you can hear it. So, I mean, shit, who wouldn't have thought that they wasn't their thoughts? I ain't blaming nobody. Shit, I thought the same thing. But now I'm here to tell you today that you are not your thoughts. And this is what makes it hard for people to learn who they are. Who am I? You feel me? Start to separate yourself from your thoughts. This is a profound, powerful way to begin. Then I started working on my thoughts, because certain thoughts will hit my mind that I've been thinking of, deep-rooted ones that I've been having for a long time, that I was believing about myself. Because that's what happens when we identify with them. We feel them. We give them attention. We identify with them by giving them attention. And we start to feel it. And we start to believe this about ourselves, and then it starts to manifest into our realities or manifest something that we believe about ourselves. So what I started to do is certain things that was causing me to react, I started to notice what was I thinking first. And because I was a firecracker, you heard? And when I would then see what was coming in my mind, and like it was literally like an energy hitting my body, matching that thought because it had been there for so long and I was reacting to it, bruh. I was like, heck no, that's the most uncomfortable part, being aware of it and knowing it's hitting your body and like, what do I do with this? Just keep working with it. Keep like work with it and identify and know that that's not who you are and stop believing it. Stop believing, but do not fight with it. Do not fight with your mind ever. Just work with it. Work your way with it because you're the creator. You see, once before you didn't know you're the co-creator. Once before you didn't know that you wasn't your thoughts. So you was just believing it and going with it. Now you know, so now it's just like you reversing the thing. You're doing it all differently now. Now you're going to see why it's there. So you can get rid of it. So a lot of times you might get a thought with fear and then all of a sudden you feel like you can't breathe. Like you hold your breath and shit. And you probably been doing that for so long. And so you can really look at why is that thought there? Why does it feel like fear? You know what I'm saying? What is this showing me? What's going on here? Weigh it up. Speak in. Tap into your intuition. And then you can release it. You can release those thoughts. You feel me? There's certain thoughts that you can release, but I'm going to tell you, they always going to be around the field out here. Everything is energy. They're going to always be around. The power is you will know I have a choice. Do I want to attach to that? Not because I'm aware of this thought. I know that ain't me. I have a choice. Even if I feel a little bit of that energy in my body, I know the more I unidentify with it in time, that won't be hitting my body like that no more. That's the best simplified way that I can really discuss this and not go off too much in the deep end. But you are not your thoughts. Man is not who he think. Once you change your mindset, you change your life. Mostly everything is about the mind, my friends. Like, I mean, willpower just don't work. You feel me? Like, people will believe like, that's why people go on diets and it doesn't work. People say they're going to work out and it doesn't work. Everything goes back and points to your mind, my friends. Everything is going on in your mind. It's your thoughts. So you reprogram your mind. You will change your life. You will become limitless. Okay. The abundance that you attract is limitless. Okay. Everybody on this planet who has a soul, you heard, and was put here by God, is they have abundance, is their birthright, but people are not aware of this because they're thinking that they're their thoughts and getting caught up and identify with themselves as always being sad and angry and my depression and my anxiety and my not a doctor. You feel me? Saying that's yours. There's certain words you got to watch out for because words cast spells on you. The words start to create stuff, okay? And you start to believe these things. It's like you got to be careful with what you're saying as well, but we're not going to go all into that. This video was just to identify and let people know that you are not your thoughts. So if you're having trouble finding out who you are, this is probably why. You're on a path of self-discovery, so you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. If you clicked on this video, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You were supposed to receive this confirmation today. You were supposed to receive this message today. You've been thinking about your thoughts lately. You've been wondering if that's you. You've been curious about them. You've been noticing them. Many messages to different people out there right now. You are not your thoughts. Okay? So, you want to find out more about who you are, get down into your heart. Meditation is powerful to observe these things. Again, don't identify them, give them no feelings, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And if you look, it's like a cloud. It's like it reminds me of like a rain cloud just comes over you. And sometimes it comes, it just depends on, to me, I feel like certain situations are different. When you're in your purpose, it seems to try to come in tricky ways. The other day, a certain video I was trying to post that was not getting, it gave me hectic. It was hectic for me to get to you guys, but it's not going into all of that. But what I want to say is like I felt that cloud come over me. I felt that cloud because I wasn't paying attention to those thoughts. I wasn't paying attention to them. I kept focused on what I'm doing. Whatever problems were presented, I kept focused on what I'm doing. I ain't focused on the problem. I focus on the solution. You heard? Keep focusing on the solution, right? So I'm steady figuring out the solution. And once I actually figured out and kept going, not paying attention to it, it's like the cloud just disappeared. It was no longer around me. You see what I'm saying? It's not really real. It's just like coming across like your feel, like your awareness. And you have a choice whether to connect to it or not. And once you start to release a lot of these thoughts, you're going to feel like something's missing. And once you become this person and know that this is not you, you're going to start to feel like something's missing. Like you're going to notice like, oh my goodness, I didn't connect to that. Oh, I didn't react to that. Man, you'll start to notice the change within yourself. You'll start to notice that you are not your thoughts. But you got to get out your comfort zone. You got to do a bit of work. You got to become aware of these things so that you can know that you are not your thoughts and separate the two. You feel me? And when you come over here, you're going to start to feel lighter. When you notice it's your thoughts, this is you. You separate them, right? And now you're over here, you're feeling lighter. And like I used to look for those certain thoughts because I'm telling you, certain ones I say they come around and sing the same song at certain times in my life, at certain situations outside my comfort zone. Doing certain things, trying something new type stuff for me. So I'd be over here and all of a sudden I started noticing when those thoughts would come in, how I didn't react to them, how I paid no attention to them because I'm already aware of them. I already know what they're about. I already know what happens with them. I already know all of that because I've done the work. That's why it's important to know them, observe them, not fight with them and not absorb them and do not believe them because your mind wants you to be broken, sad, angry, depressed, all things of low energy. You heard? That is not who you are, my friend. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now because you can tell I'm on the flow, on the roll, and I keep going because I love this topic. I'm a mindset coach, you heard? But I don't want to take you too deep. I was just guided to give you the message that you are not your thoughts and give you some of these different things that I've given you today. I love you guys, man. If you found messages here and you like this video, hit that like button, baby. And if this video is resonating with you, hit that like button so we can get this message out to more lovely souls like yourself who are looking for this message. I greatly appreciate you, man. Real talk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? And if you are someone who's watching my channel and you keep finding yourself coming back watching the Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually, you heard? Consider tapping into the full awareness, love, and light by hitting that subscribe button and that bell, baby, so you get all my newest videos that I drop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you here who are here rocking with me. And share this video with anyone you feel called or you want to share this video with, my friends. You are profoundly making great life-changing in your life. You are making profound life-changing changes in your life. Things will change for you when you start to know that you are not what you think, my friends. Man is not who he thinks. And many people I work with think that they are their thoughts. They're not aware who they are versus their thoughts. And they even say, you know, I thought I know who I was. I did too. I thought I knew who I was. All along, I did not. I was far from knowing myself because everything I thought I was not me at all. And that's not who you are, baby. Real talk. You are much more than what your mind's saying. I love each and every one of you, baby. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep shining bright, baby. And come back to see me because Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually is checking out peace, love, and light to each and every one of you lovely souls. Peace.